What's going on, Docs gang? We are back for yet another video, and guys, today we are going to be doing a video on how to make melodies, or how to make better melodies, or just how to, you know what I'm saying? This is just a video for people who are struggling with melodies or don't know how to, you know, advance their melodies, if their melodies are, you know, kind of just coming out the same all the time and sounds pretty boring. Here to spice it up. Here to teach you how to spice up your melodies, okay? So, I've done this before, but I want to try and do it a little bit more in depth, but yeah. Don't forget, I have a Discord. I say this all the time. I need you to join it, like right now, okay? Links in the description. Join the Discord, okay? You're not gonna regret it, okay? Discord is lit. Join it. I do live beat critiques there. I do my rate your subscribers beats, rate my, you know what I'm talking about, all right? All right, join the Discord. It's lit. Don't forget to like the video if you do enjoy it. Comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I mean, as you can see, my Discord's already popping off right now, so that is even more of a reason why you should join. But anyway, let's get on with the video. Okay, so on my computer right here, we have I have opened up Nexus. I just put on like a simple piano melody just because I just want to get it just, you know, because piano is like really easy to I don't know, manipulate. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, Discord, you're gonna have to go away for a second, okay? Thank you. All right, so what we're gonna do is, first of all, when you're making a melody, I mean, if you've been making melodies for a while, it's cool if you want to just randomly place them, but I have a much easier way. This is for, like, you know, beginners if they're struggling. So what I'm gonna do is just put a sampler channel out real quick. So just like what I just did, add, pick none, put a sampler channel down, and now we're just gonna open that up into the piano roll. So right click and then click piano roll, and now we're gonna do this real quick. We're gonna go to the stamp tool right here, and we're gonna choose a scale. Now if you don't have that button, if you're in FL11, all you gotta do is go to helpers, click this thing, go to helpers, then go to scale highlighting, and then you can click on well, any scale. So you know what, for today we're just gonna do the major scale just because it's like the easiest one, and this is the one you would use for like upbeat type beats like Playboy Cardi, Mexico Dro, Pierre Bourne, maybe even Little Skies kind of beat. You want to use the major scale for those because those are more up tempo beats, happier beats. Also like Lil Uzi as well. If you're going for like a Metro Boomin, Southside, you probably want to use maybe the Arabic, or where is it? Frisian, or there's Aeolian. I don't know if Aeolian's here anymore. There's also, oh, here it is, minor natural. Yeah, those are the ones that you want to do for like darker melodies that, you know, Metro and Lex Luger, Southside, 808 Mafia, those guys use. All right, those are the dark ones. Those are the ones you're gonna want to use for those kind of beats. For now, since I love Pierre Bourne type beats, and he's probably my favorite producer that is still producing at the moment, we're gonna go for major. So we're just doing the major scale. Actually, that didn't work. Let's just go to this thing, stamp tool. I'm just gonna put it down. Let's leave it at. All right, so I don't know, it doesn't really matter where you place it. I'm just gonna put it. You can put it wherever. I'm just gonna put it at D. Let's just put it at C. Why not? Let's just put it at C, so that you know that the major scale is just the white keys. Let's just put them at C. The root note, which is the lowest note, we're just gonna keep it at C, just cause, you know, it's easy. So every C that you see, every letter C that you can view on the piano roll, just place it there. And I think this is about enough. I don't need to fill up. You don't need to fill up the whole thing. I'm just doing this just, you know, just in case. But this is, you know, yeah. All right, and I'm just gonna highlight everything. I'm just gonna extend it all the way out to, let's make every melody like this. Let's do that. All right, how about that? And then we'll just duplicate it when we need. All right, so there we go. There is our there's our scale. We have our major scale. Now we are going to place some notes down. Now let's go to, where is it? Let's go to our next, or like whatever instrument you're using. I'm using Nexus in this case. Go to your sound and put it in the piano roll, and here we go. All right, so now as you can see, you should be able to see your ghost notes, but if you don't, I believe there's a way to turn those on. Ah, here it is. Go to helpers and then ghost channels, click them on, and if you, yeah, there you go, helpers, turn on ghost channels, and there you go. All right, so that's what you want to do. Now what we're going to do is start placing down our notes. Now, simple enough. If you want to make a melody, All you gotta do is follow the ghost notes. I'm just gonna place down random notes. So I'm gonna go from here to there. There you go. So as you can tell, that sounds good, right? Obviously with a major scale, if you want to make it sound upbeat and not dark like that, because that kind of sounded kind of dark because it went down, just have the notes ascend. So like don't have notes come below, so like what I just did. So I'm just gonna have it ascend like this, and it's gonna sound like this. And then that should sound lovely. Alright, so that's it really. All you gotta do is just use the ghost notes to guide you. And this is still way too loud because I just cannot be asked. Alright. Oops. So let's make a melody real quick. I'm just gonna make a melody, and yeah. Alright, so here is our melody that I just made real quick using the ghost notes. All I did, essentially, what I like to do when I start off with this, or when I used to use this melody, I don't really use this method anymore just because I could just make melodies like in my head or whatever. I like to just pick the first ghost note, or pick the first note and then skip every other ghost note. And that normally helps me keep a solid melody. Now I know from here to here I didn't do that, but that's just because I just wanted to, spice it up a little bit. But normally when you skip every other ghost note, that's a good way to start. So like if I'm at C, instead of going to D, I go to E. Or I go the opposite direction and go to G. So from C to G. So like, oh well, yeah. So instead of, whoops, let me actually delete this. So as you can see, it sounds better it sounds good either way. So that's what I like to do. If I don't know where to, that's just a tip. If you don't know where to start, just skip each ghost note. Skip the next ghost note. And that'll help you, I guess, start building your melody. It'll help you start off. So once you first get those first two notes, you'll kind of start being able to hear a melody. And the more notes you add, the easier it should get. And the more notes that sound good that you add, it should be easier to build on that melody. So, real quick, I'm just gonna play the melody. I mean, you already heard it, but yeah, let's play it again. So yeah, there's my melody. And normally if I'm gonna have a melody like this, I like to also, extend it to an extra 2 bars or 4 bars. And then I like to change the end note. So if it ends here at D, I'm probably just gonna make it, I'll probably just move it up to the next ghost note, or down. Oh, whoops. And then, and yeah, that works. Also, if you want to move it from to the next ghost note down, so from, instead of D, since there's D here, we'll choose it to bring it down to C. But that's kind of boring. But honestly, if that doesn't work out, honestly, you could literally just play around. Just use the ghost notes to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? Play around with it. See what sounds nice. Keep moving notes around. Honestly, it's gonna take a while. Like, it's not gonna, you're not gonna get this instantly. But this ghost notes really, really, really help you get started with making notes. It really helped me. I know that. So just keep doing it. All right. So now that we got the ghost notes idea going, now I'm gonna do what I normally do with my melodies, I like to add some bass notes. So what that is, honestly, it's just notes that are in a lower octave than the current octave that the melody is in. So you see how this is C7, E7, G7, E7, F7, blah blah blah. Since they're in the 7th octave, that's not the proper term, but I'm just gonna call it let's call it octave 7. Since it's an octave 7, we'll put the bass notes in octave 6. So bass notes really just accompany the melody and just make it sound a bit more full. It just occupies more frequencies in the melody, so that's why it sounds fuller, if that makes sense. So let's just occupy some of these bass notes. What I'm gonna do is continue using my ghost notes. So let's start. And then I'm gonna go, maybe let's skip. Actually. And then that there. And I'm probably just gonna copy this over. And then maybe bring it down that way just to switch it up so it doesn't sound too repetitive. So as you can tell, just a pretty simple way to add more volume to your melody. Now, what I like to do is just it's kind of like similar like the bass notes, but instead we're gonna do an octave higher and just add more notes that way. But instead of like adding them in like manually like we just did, which you definitely can, you can still play around with it. Like, so you can do like let's just do something real quick. And this is not what I'm gonna do, by the way. So. Add this over here. And again, what I also like to do is remember just change the last note or two, just so it adds a bit more variation. So like when it plays, when there's like one of these little patterns right here, so this is one pattern, I just copied it over. So since I'm copying it, it's gonna be a little repetitive. So in order to get rid of that, maybe just change this last note here. Instead of E, let's say, And then yeah, I guess that sounds good. And once again, I'm just doing this randomly. Well, not randomly, but I'm just choosing the ghost notes that sound good to me. That's what I'm really just doing. So the full melodies sound like this. And that's all we're doing. And guys, all I did was just use the ghost notes and choose the note that sounded good to me. Because I mean, and the thing is, you're bound to find a note that sounds good. Like the next note, you're bound to find one because there's only a limited number of ghost notes. I mean, there's only a limited number of notes, period. But ghost notes are even more narrowed down, so it should be even easier and even quicker than just doing it by random and just doing it by just doing it with your head. So that being said, there's also another way instead of using this method by choosing it randomly. What I have found recently is like this middle melody that we made. I like to also, there's this one thing I like to do. I like to copy it over, so I'm just going to hold shift and then drag, and then we're going to do shift again and press up on the keypad. Oop, not shift, control and then up on the keypad, and then I'm going to press alt Y to just reverse the melody so it'll sound like this. So like it's using the same notes but just reversed, And then I also sometimes like have to make it to shorten it, or I guess speed it up in a sense. So all I did was just hold down Alt and then use this little dragging icon to just make it shorter. And when you hold down Alt, it just snaps it to, you know, certain points, so it's more accurate. So it's not like you're resizing it freely. So what I like to do is just do that, have it, and now it's gonna sound like this. So that sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. I actually might make this into a beat. Might even make a mini kit. But yeah, that's just a quick tip. And again, if you do that, I definitely did say this before, but if you do that, you can also remove some notes. If there's too many notes and it sounds kind of muddy to you, you can remove some of these top notes here. But yeah, those are just a few tips on how to make better melodies. I hope this helps you guys. Keep practicing, keep doing this method if you're having trouble with melodies, and you'll definitely get it. I mean, hey, even you might get so good you won't even have to look at the screen. So just keep doing it. And yeah, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications. All right, I don't know how many times I gotta say this, but you gotta subscribe. I don't know why you're not. Just do it. It's not hard. It's easy and it's free. So just do it, please. All right. And don't forget, join my Discord. Links in the description. All this good stuff's happening down there. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. And peace.